Namaste, and welcome to Mindfulness Moment. This is a moment in your day where you take pause. You just take a moment to settle, to rest, to come here to this very, very, very precious present, this moment. And a way of practicing to create connection, that's what we've been working with this month, is to practice deep listening. So in that pause, in that moment that you take to just push everything away, maybe just move things off to the side, move your projects to the back or put them away in the drawer, and just listen to the sound of your breath, listen to the beating of your heart. And it's an amazing way to cultivate connection first and foremost with your mind and body, connection with the community, connection with your workmates, connection indeed, right? Just opening up to listen and see what is really happening in this moment. So go ahead, find a seat. We'll start to listen to our beautiful bodies. So sit yourself up nice and tall. You sit in a chair if you wish, or remain at your desk, whatever feels comfortable for you. But take a moment to organize the pelvis, right? So you can push forward and back. Feel the breath here, moving down into your lower back. That's a place perhaps that you maybe need to listen to, right? Sometimes we hold a lot of tension in the lower back. You feel what's happening in your shoulders. So organize from the base, kind of flowing forward and back. And then come to a neutral place. The pelvis is situated very neutrally in your seat, on the ground, or in a chair. Put your hands down on your thighs, and we're going to start to move counterclockwise, so circling around. So you'll feel that in the rib cage. You'll push forward a bit and then move yourself back and start the listening, the deep listening to the movement, the power of your breath. So let the breath flow in through your nose. Let the breath flow right back out through your nose, and continue this movement, circling yourself around. This brings warmth and light into the body, a little bit of energy. Typically, when we are engrossed in our work or just kind of engrossed in our lives, we are a bit stationary. So this is a way to kind of move things around, start to awaken the body, the breath. And a moment to turn everything else off and start to focus right here and now, right? Listening. We as humans, as beautiful beings, are uniquely situated to listen with our whole bodies, with our sense organs, with our hearts, really just tuning in, listening. Deep breath. Keep going like that. Unwinding. Keep going. A few more like this. In and out. In and out. Good. Start to slow that motion down. Coming here nice and tall to an upright position. The body is still, and feel and experience the energy flowing in your body, and listen. Listening with your whole being. Go ahead and turn your palms up to the sky. Reach, a big stretch here. Up you go. Left hand drops down onto the earth, and the right arm goes way up and over. You can straighten that arm. And let's look upward, spinning your chest, spinning your ribs, and stretching into the body, listening to sensation. You might feel sensation way down here in the right side of the body, down into the waist, into the back body. Deep breath in, coming back up through center. The arms lift, a big stretch. Right hand drops down onto the ground, to the earth, or grabbing the seat of your chair, the side of your chair. And then up and over you go. Send your gaze upward to the sky, opening your heart, and listening. Feel the space, feel the openness, maybe feel sensation on the left side of the body. Back to the center you go. Reach. Turn your palms forward. We'll take a soft forward bend here. So if you're in your chair, you're just draping the front torso over your body. If you're on the ground, you're walking your hands forward. Deep breathing. Let your head and neck relax and stretch and breathe. Inhaling Exhaling. Connecting mind, body, and breath. Connecting mind, body, and breath, and taking this opportunity to pay attention, to use the skill of deep listening. Listening with your whole body. Go ahead and walk your hands back, reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Bring your hands together in a prayer and exhale your hands right through the midline here to heart center. A deep flowing breath in through your nose and right back out through your nose. Good, gently release. Take a moment dropping your chin to your chest and some rolls of the head. One direction, mouth and jaw can open. The other direction. Here's a great place to listen. I hear a little snapping and crackling going on in that cervical spine, just opening, breathing in, relaxed jaw, and back to the center you go. Good, lift your gaze. We're gonna come onto our hands and knees. We're gonna do some cat and cowing here. So if you don't like to be on the ground, I'm not working with any particular props today. I'm actually working on beautiful carpet here. So I feel supported. So being on the ground is comfortable for you. It's all fours, right? You're here, the knees underneath your hips, your wrists underneath your shoulders. If you want to take these movements standing, your feet will be underneath you. Your hands can be here on the top of your thighs. And play like that as you round into your spine, as you open your heart on that forward motion, breathing in, breathing out, and keep flowing now. Inhaling forward and open, exhaling, rounding, releasing. And go, just like this. Inhale, exhale. So we begin to focus the deep listening on the sound of our breath and the sound of our breath flowing through our body. In this moment, it's a wonderful practice of mindfulness because the focus is on the breath, that beautiful mind stuff, that constant chatter that our beautiful minds are working with begins to quiet a moment, right? The focus, the attention is here now. So it begins to move into a bit of silence, right? That chatter maybe softening a bit, deep breathing in and deep breathing out. Notice if you have a running commentary, maybe you're commenting on these positions, maybe you're commenting on the physical sensations in your body. Just notice and see if you can soften that commentary and just come here. Listening with the whole body. You can get creative here. I'm going to start the circle again. We were moving counterclockwise in our seat. Now I'm going to go clockwise down here on the ground, and you're going to spin yourself, opening, breathing in, deep breathing out, inhaling and exhaling. Good, nice full breath. Go ahead and take a rest. Pull your hips back if you're on the ground, legs open. If you would like to sit back down in your chair, if you're standing, go ahead and do that, or take a gentle, soft forward bend. Let the head relax and just breathe here. Inhaling, exhaling. So the practice of deep listening requires presence, right? Requires our attention, our focus, our energy to be here and now. And it's such a beautiful place to be. This is the essence of the mindfulness practice, right? Just coming to the moment and allowing this moment to be just as it is, right? We don't have to shift or change anything. Just let yourself be here now. Good, go ahead and crawl back up onto all fours or slowly lift yourself up to standing. If you have a chair that has a back on it, you might rest your fingers, stand behind the chair and rest your fingers at the top of the chair. We're gonna work here, a little stretching, right leg goes back, keep your toes down and you can push forward and back a bit, push forward and back, breathing in, breathing out. Look forward, you have a nice strong core, and then go ahead and lift that right leg up. You can extend your left arm forward. So you're stretching in two different directions here, reaching and lengthening. Feel your breath. Feel the sensations moving through your body. Drop the left hand back down onto the earth. Keep that right leg lifting up, and then go ahead and bend your right knee. You can move that leg around in the hip socket, kind of swirling and twirling the leg, and deep breathing in and out. Inhaling, exhaling. Go ahead and drop that right leg or right knee underneath you and breathe in and out. Cat and cow, full of breath. Inhaling, full of breath, exhaling. Feel through your mouth. I like to listen to that, right? Sometimes there's extra energy there. You might sigh it out. Left leg, go ahead and extend it back. Keep the toes down and push forward and back. Push forward and back, stretching, lengthening. Deep breathing, right arm forward, left arm back. Reach, reach, reach. Or left foot back, reach, reach, reach. Deep breathing in and out. The leg is reaching. Right hand can come down on the ground. Bend that left leg. And you can swirl and twirl it around in the hip socket. Feel the work in the back of your body. Like listening to your glutes as you're moving here. Deep breathing in and deep breathing out. Drop the knee back underneath you or your foot back underneath you. And again, a resting posture. It could be a forward bend in the standing pose or down here on the ground, child's pose. I have my hands stacked beneath my forehead. And there's a nice kind of sense of comfort there, just resting the forehead down, breathing in. Breathing out, in through your nose, and right back out through your nose. Good, and gently come back up onto all fours. You can come to a nice, tall, standing pose if you're already there. Tuck your toes and lift your hips. This is a great transition. And use your breath and go ahead and slowly walk your hands back to your feet. You're now in a standing forward bend. If you're standing, just join us there. Release down into the standing forward bend. Let everything go here. Deep breathing in and out. Take a picture. Yeah, that's a good thing. Look at your feet. Really look at your feet. See how even the toes are in this alignment. Use your breath and then gently rise back up. Coming up. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Split your arms forward. Lift the arms to the sky. Lean way back. Belly is strong. Core strong. Exhale. Flow forward. Down into the forward bend you go. Deep breathing. Walk your left hand forward into the center, to the forward and to the center. I have my fingers tented here. If you need to have your hands on your shins, perfect. Reach the right arm straight up into the sky and look up. Deep breath. Straighten that right leg. Pull the hip back. Deep and full with your breath. Exhale, releasing the right hand back down. Release your head and neck. Shake the head yes and no. Right hand down on the ground or to the shin. Left arm straightens and lifts right up to the sky. Straighten that left leg. Push back through the back body, but pull forward through the front, through the crown of your head. Exhale, gently release. Use your breath. Bend your knees and then slowly and gently roll yourself all the way up. Sweep the arms out to the side. Palms are facing forward. Step your feet so that they're wider than your hips, so not too wide, right? You have a nice foundation here. Circle the arms, big circles, big rotations in your shoulders, opening, breathing. You can start to bring the arms in front of you and change directions, right? So each time you do this, the opposite arm is in front. Try not to think about it, right? It's breathing, opening, in and out. Beautiful. Arms push out to the side now. Flex through the wrists. Open yourself up. Relax the head and neck and slip the hands back behind you. Interlacing your hands, draw your shoulder blades together. Lift your gaze, lift your heart. Exhale. Take a forward bend just halfway for a moment. Deep breath. Bend your knees. Pull your hips back. You're reaching back there. Coming towards a squat in your legs. Exhale, down you go. Let your head and neck drop. Your arms lift to the ceiling, to the sky. Shake your head, yes and no. It's interesting to listen in this particular shape where the head is lower than the heart. Just let the arms down, gently release down to the ground. Deep breathing. in and out. So the deep listening invites us to the present. So there's no expectation here, just an invitation to be here and now. Let your head and neck relax. So restorative for the body to experience life in this way. Bend your knees and then gently roll yourself up. Good. Coming all the way up, shrug your shoulders. Let's keep this wide-legged stance. You can turn your toes out a bit. Turn your toes out. Arms come alongside the chest. You cactus your arms. So you feel the openness here in the top of the chest. So lean back. Kind of the opposite of our day, right? We're typically crouched forward, opening. So really listening here with an open heart to this moment. Exhale, you're going to bend your knees. Your elbows will come to touch and your fingers come to touch. Inhale, come back up, arms out to the side. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Exhale down. And inhale back up. Listen to your breath. Inhaling down. Exhaling back up. Inhaling down. Exhale back up. Let's do it again. Inhale down. Exhale up. Drop your hands on your thighs. The thumbs will be on the inner thighs. Keep the torso quite engaged here. Your belly is strong, heart is open, so the collarbones are nice and wide. We'll do a little breath practice here. In and out through your nose. It's called the Straka breath. In and out. Take a deep breath in. Empty it all. Let it go, let it go. Chin to chest. Beautiful. Let's do that again. Inhale. And exhale and let go and let go. Nice, deep and mindful breath here. Go ahead and slowly roll yourself all the way back up. Heel toe your feet in, heel toe your feet in, and stand tall. Hands alongside your hips, heart is open. Great place to listen. So let's work into the hips a bit. And today, let's all sit in a chair. So you can grab your desk chair, or maybe it's a kitchen chair if you're working at home. Sitting at the very edge of your chair, your feet are rooted down onto the ground. So get a little closer here. And you're just going to hug your right knee into your chest, and you can lean back. So this is something you can do, in your chair, in your seat at your desk, if you're feeling a little tight in the hips or the lower back. This is always a good way to practice deep listening of the body. You're going to cross over that right ankle on top of that left knee and try to keep that right foot truly flexed, right? So this is already a pretty nice stretch, right? A pretty intense stretch into the body. Walk your hands to the back of your chair, squeeze your shoulder blades together, keep it all open and free here. Good. We're going to hinge forward. I'm going to keep my hands on the back of the chair as I'm doing this. Going to pitch the chest forward. Relax here for a moment. Deep breath. Again, already a pretty nice stretch into the hips, right? Trying to keep the right foot flexed. Chest is moving towards the hips. I'm going to keep coming forward. I'm releasing from the chair. You can rest your forearms on top of your shin, or maybe you might bring the elbows in front of your shin and relax your head and just appreciate this stretch. Listening. I feel this all the way up into my jaw on the right side, through the hip into the lower back. Deep breath in and out. And then go coming up gently, shrug your shoulders. Bring that right knee back up into your chest. Hug it in. Extend the leg forward. Extend the leg forward. Try to keep it straight and strong. Hands onto the seat of the chair. And I'm going to try to remain upright, right? Keep the rib cage lifted. And then just little lifts here. The heel comes not quite down to the ground, just little lifts. This is really good to open the back, to create a little space for that sciatic nerve. So if you have any kind of tension in the lower back, this is a really good practice. Extend, drop the heel of that right foot, keep the foot flexed. Sit again, nice and tall. Chest is open, float the arms to the sky. Put the hands to the back of the chair. I'm grabbing hold of the top of the seat, and then just hinge forward here any amount. This is such a lovely stretch for the hamstring, for the quad. Coming up, if you want to go a little lower, lowering your nose to your knee. Deep breathing in, deep breathing out. Good, use your breath, come up, lift that right leg up again, bend the knee and drop the right foot down onto the ground. Just pause and listen for a moment. And the beautiful tool of our breath to offer presence. This is a great way to come here. Again, trying to listen to the body and not the beautiful mind. It's chattering away, right? It's very challenging for me to quiet the mind. Bring your hands in front of your left knee now. Hug it in. You can move forward and back a bit, forward and back. Breathing. Ankle to knee. So even just working with this intentionality in form, right? The alignment that we have is a great practice of deep listening. So you're really paying attention, right? The left leg is down, the foot rooted down. The right leg, you keep that foot flexed so that the knee is nice and safe here. Sitting nice and tall. Can you lift up and out? Your chest is open, grabbing the back of the chair. I love that it offers the shoulder blades to draw together as you hinge yourself forward any amount. Breathing. And you can sneak up into this as you listen. Wow, this could be quite an intense stretch, right? Just feel that. If it is particularly intense for you, that's an indication that perhaps you should listen to your hips, right? And maybe do this a few times a day, right? Reaching and stretching. I'm going to just surrender myself forward, releasing the forearms to the shin, a gentle invitation to move downward. And maybe bring the elbows in front of the shin. Your palms are up and just stretch and breathe in this posture. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhaling, exhaling. In and out. So you could spend some time there, right? Gently come back up, shrug your shoulders. Bringing that left knee again back up into your chest, hug it to center, extend the leg forward, keep the foot nice and flexed. Hands come onto the seat of the chair to hold steady and to sit as upright as you can, and lift and lower and lift and lower. It's called sciatic flossing. This is a great way to open the space, right? In the hips, the back body. For many of us, that area gets quite tense, quite bound up. Drop the heel of that left foot onto the ground. Sit taller, sit nice and tall here. Again, reach for the back of the chair, flowing forward. I feel it on this side, right? Feel the difference, one side to the other. Keep breathing. Maybe you release and go down the nose, dropping to your knee, and stretch and breathe and stretch. In and out. Keep breathing, keep listening, and then gently lift yourself back up. Again, that left knee hugs up into your chest and drop the sole of the foot down onto the ground. So preparing now for the seat of meditation. Wonderful place to practice the listening, the art of deep listening. So you can stay in a seat, sitting at the end of the chair, working with an upright spine. You can stay in a lifted seat. I like to do my practice on the ground. So if you have a favorite spot you like to get to here, go ahead and do that. So lots of full breath. So in my seat, I do try to switch the crossing of the legs, right? I'm not taking a full lotus here at all. I'm taking a pose called Siddhasana with the legs rooted down, the knees, and creating a triangular base for the body to rest in the seat of meditation. Again, a great opportunity for us to practice deep listening, So First, listen and situate your body in a place that's comfortable and steady. Turning your palms up. Today, let's take Gaya Mudra, the thumb and the index finger. That's a invitation, the posture of our hands to bring our focus here and now to the place that we can move into deep listening. And again, we're not listening to the words. We're not listening to the chatter of the mind, the commentaries of our mind, but we're listening to this moment with all of its richness, all of its wonder. Many layers of experience are landing right here and now in this moment, and listen to the sound. Listen to the sound. Listening with the whole of the body. Your shoulders get nice and relaxed. Your spine is strong and upright. The hips relaxed and spacious. And here now, mindfulness moment. Deep listening. Deep listening. The gateway to connection. Connect to your breath and bring it in, filling their body, opening your heart. Exhale, emptying, emptying, emptying. Do that again to fill up all the way, belly and ribs and chest. Wake with your breath. Empty, empty, your chin dropping to your chest. Bring your hands together in front of your heart in a prayer. And taking this moment with great compassion and kindness and openness to deep listening. Listening to ourselves, listening to one another. We do this practice for the benefit of all beings. Press your palms together, keep pressing and reach your arms all the way to the sky. Open the hands wide and may all beings be free. May all beings be safe. May all beings be happy. Go ahead and bring your hands back together in a prayer. And that prayer comes right through the midline, right to heart center. Namaste to you. Thank you for the pleasure, the privilege, the honor of guiding you through this mindfulness moment practice. I look forward to practicing with you again. Take pause during your day, perhaps just listen with your hearts. I will see you again. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.